Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You know what that means. That's S.O.S for y'all niggas. What? Huh?
Give me a second, give me a minute.
Huh?
Huh? Little bitch can't let you finish.
That's it. This
You gotta cut it off.
This is not Apple Music, nigga. It's
We
not
not on
Apple Music,
Spotify
nigga.
yet.
I want to let it rock out, but she only getting 2 bars off, not even, and we
Nah.
clipping it.
I mean, she
'Cause
dropped it
YouTube be
like-
bugging.
She dropped it too soon for us to be fucking letting it rip like that off top.
You think so?
Yeah. They taking all those shits down already.
Exactly.
They got all the bots working overtime this week.
Bro. That's how you know, bro. Bro. I can't let that shit rock because they gonna flag the channel, bro. It's gonna be clipped.
Well, what was that? What was that? What were we listening to? I don't have my headphones on. So.
Oh yeah, this nigga don't have his headphones. All right, so that was SZA, S.O.S. The single though, the intro,
The intro to the new album.
the champagne poetry sample.
That you said was dropping when it snows in the east.
I did say
And it
that.
didn't snow yet, but it's pretty damn close.
It's supposed to snow.
If you're in Buffalo, it's probably snowing right now.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow though.
You see that? You see that?
And I said SZA was gonna drop her album when it snows in the east. Episode 1, look it up, look at it.
Hit 'em with the facts.
I predicted mad shit,
We can see the future. That's okay. We psychic a little bit, I guess.
bro. So, how do you feel that SZA drops? It's here, it's out. What are your first impressions on it?
First impressions, I like 12 songs out of 23.
Okay.
That was my first impression. And out of those 12 songs, 4 of them I had heard already.
Because they were out.
Because they were out or they were leaked or they were on TikTok already as shorts. But a little disappointed because I thought I would enjoy the album a little bit more than I did.
Yeah.
But she did give us some good songs to listen to, I think. That will last. I think a lot of these songs do have replay value, the ones that are good.
Yeah.
But there feels like it's a lot of filler on the album. And then it's not as cohesive as I would have liked it to be.
Like you said.
I think I said that too when we were talking about her possibly dropping an album. I was like, is she going to be focused on selling herself to a mainstream, more broad audience?
Yeah.
And instead of chasing a singular, more cohesive sound,
Yeah.
similar to what she did with her last project, which I think was a little bit more organized. This felt like all the sounds were all over the place, and she was trying to do a lot of different sounds.
It was all over the fucking place. As one of her core fans, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I had to wait 5 years.
You did relay that to me.
5 years and only 7 tracks got added to the R&B playlist, right? And a couple of those, let's just say 2 or 3, were already out already. You feel me? Let me tell you the fucking tracks that got onto the R&B playlist. S.O.S, Seek and Destroy,
Okay.
Used. I liked Used a lot with Don Toliver, good feature. Notice Me,
He's been killing it.
Too Late, and Far. That's it. Out of 23 songs, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna hit SZA with some constructive criticism because the streets, as far as I can see, one side of the spectrum says that this was a masterpiece.
Okay.
Because I feel like those type of fans, they just kiss the floor that SZA walks on.
I've seen Issa Rae in the comments.
As they should. You feel me?
She deserves it.
On the other side of the spectrum, niggas is saying, they're not saying it's garbage, but they saying like, yo, what the fuck? I thought it was going to be better than how it is.
Like what you were saying, again, a 5-year wait for this was like, it feels like you maybe put it together in the last year or so.
Yes. Especially with the champagne champagne poetry fucking sample.
Sample from the Certified Lover Boy.
Exactly. And that was the intro on CLB. That was the intro.
There was this one run on the album. I did, when I saw the Phoebe Bridgers feature.
Who is that?
She's
In the
a
rap?
Caucasian. I think like indie, like folk sing or some shit like that. She does kind of that type of vibe that she was on. She added like a little extra shit. What I imagine of her was like she was like the female. When James Blake gets on Travis Scott songs.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of felt like. But after that song, at first I was a little worried. I was like, these sounds might not mesh too well. It might be a little too much of a clash. But I think that song did work. I like that song with Phoebe Bridgers on it. But it felt like for the next 4 or so songs in that lineup of the track list, it was weak. It was like she was trying a style that she doesn't really fit into. Like her voice sounded great, but it didn't match the beats. It sounded kind of Taylor Swift,
yes,
the white girl type music.
Major Taylor Swift, and she was. I feel like she was using because we all know that she could sing her heart out, right? Mm-hmm. She was leaning back on her talent and really not really making the great song. You feel me? Like the lyrics was nice in the Taylor Swift song, but nobody is fucking to that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Nobody fucking to that.
I mean, there was this one song in particular, F2F.
Nigga, that would
like some face to face, something like that. Oh my goodness,
that was an
immediate skip.
Those didn't make it. I feel like if she had a strong intro,
a good couple of songs, like the first 6 songs were crazy.
I liked S.O.S. I like the intro, and then I liked the love language that had the hit different
the interpolation
sample. Yeah, she's singing the hit different lyrics in it. I
didn't like the Travis Scott song.
A lot of people
that he was featured on. I think her part was good.
Yeah.
Ish. But also, again, it's kind of just her kind of relying on the good voice that she has.
Yeah.
And Travis's verse was kind of, I don't know, I felt out of place. I liked him better as just ad-libs. I think he was on low, that he was just on ad-libs. I think that fit better for what they were trying to do.
I feel like he was on fucking ad-libs on another track too, but he didn't get credits for it.
Yeah. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of, they were trying to force maybe the collaboration because of the success that, what was it, Love Galore?
Yeah.
The success that song had, but these were two very, very different collaborations, you know, different ends of the spectrum. I don't think this one will have the same appeal that one did, but, you know.
But the thing was, a lot of people liked SZA's, a lot of people found SZA after the album came out. That was me. I found her after the album came out. So she got a lot of her streams after the album came out.
I mean, this is her sophomore album. It's been 5 years. It felt like she's been a really established artist in the industry. Mm-hmm. But still, we got to remember it's only her second ever project under TDE in the mainstream eye. So, you know, let's talk about a sophomore slump, and maybe she fell victim to it. But out of the songs that she did give that were on a great level, I think they were good enough to last a little while, get some replay value, maybe some good chart-topping singles. Maybe not number one singles, but definitely up there.
She's going to do great. Her numbers is up there already. I already know that she's going to sell a lot. But the thing is, as a core fan, I wanted a song like S.O.S. I wanted a song like Used.
Okay.
I wanted that to flow. I wanted the album to tell a story. To me, it didn't tell a story. It just told me that, nigga, we changed the album 6 times, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And you want to try a lot of different things.
Really?
I think what we're going to see is the numbers are in.
Yeah.
And they're projected to be 275 to 300,000 first week.
I was projecting 500, but let's see.
You see, you had very high hopes.
But
with Drake in 21, they were projected to do 315, I think, at first, and they boosted all the way to 400.
Yeah.
I think this album has a reverse effect. I don't think it goes past 300,000. I think it goes down to 250.
I swear.
When it officially comes
I felt like it was going to do 500 if she gave the core fans what they wanted, but maybe I'm a little too fucking privileged because of Drake is giving me what I want all the time.
That's true.
And she's under the label. The label is not gonna, you feel me? They gonna push what they want to push.
I mean, but she might not be a super duper mega pop star, but she has the ability to do 400,000 first week.
Yes, easy.
Especially being away for 5 years, is kind of expected to do a little bit better. Mm-hmm. The numbers are super impressive. I mean, she's selling almost double of what, you know, Metro Boomin is going to do.
Mm-hmm. And Metro,
or what he did.
Metro's album was solid.
And Metro's album was very tough. So she does have that draw, and she has that appeal, and now she's in the wide eye of the audience. Mm-hmm. But, you know, depending on how the sales project from now on, or when the official numbers come in, we'll see how much people really like the album, which will be in them keep on listening to the songs, either boosting the sales or maybe after a couple of days stop listening to them as much. It's a 23-song album, you know?
Some of the songs are trending on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I know that for a fact. We already know that she's going to do numbers, but as a core fan, I wanted those songs to tell a story. And there was too many skips in between, and some of these tracks we already got. So I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving it to you that easy.
I mean, that's the finesse that she had before when she announced the track list. Her album was immediately certified gold.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't add to first week sales, because if it did, then she would be selling at least 500,000. Mm-hmm. You see? So they kind of do the finesse to get a plaque, but if your songs aren't up to par, the project isn't up to par, like you're saying.
With the fans, the core fans,
they're not gonna keep checking in and boosting those numbers, which I'm sure she wants.
Because on Reddit, on the SZA Reddit, shout out to SZA Reddit. It's mixed. The streets, it's mixed feelings. Some people are satisfied because I feel like some people put her on a pedestal because SZA the goddess.
Yeah.
But I feel like they get clouded by when she drops because it takes a long time for her to drop.
Yeah.
But when she does drop, they're patient and they appreciate it so much that I feel like they get clouded by the emotion, by the emotion of her dropping. They're like, oh my God. And then it just gets clouded, the vision gets cloudy, and they don't really.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that her
give it
own
a
Reddit,
good
which is her
one.
fan, Reddit's usually they go like every single one is gonna be like, this is a classic album, this is amazing.
Cult
this is
following,
fine.
yeah.
If they're being honest and saying I didn't really like it, it just shows. It just shows. What do you think the general mainstream audience will think? I think they would agree.
I'm telling you, bro. All SZA's fans is fucking to this music, bro. And there's a couple of songs that didn't make the R&B playlist, and I was like, I can't believe it.
You said there was rumors of a deluxe.
Yes, good shit. There's rumors of a deluxe, right?
Okay.
A lot of songs have leaked too from SZA from like months ago or years ago that
people expected to be on the album.
People wanted it to be on the album. So I feel like her deluxe is gonna have should have, if she wants to satisfy the people, it should have the leaks of the peoples. You feel me? The leaks of the songs that she had before, and that I feel like people would like the album better. I feel like the deluxe would be better than the actual album track list if she drops those leaks with
I can see that
Doja and
argument,
shit.
but I mean, you also got to remember a time when Whole Lotta Red drops Playboy Cardi. They say, "Oh, I'm going to drop the deluxe with all the leaks," and it never ends up happening. Most likely because they can't get them cleared. You were telling me, I think before, that I was was a Doja Cat song, like her featuring Doja Cat was one of the ones expected to be on there. Now it might be on the deluxe.
It might be, but I heard that she didn't get it cleared. Like they couldn't turn it in because there was only a couple features on this shit. It was only Trav, Don, and Phoebe or whatever her name is.
Phoebe Bridgers, yeah.
And that was
shout out Don Toliver though. He went crazy on this feature. I think that might be the biggest song on the album. I think that might be charting the highest out of all of them.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's the one song that I go back to, and S.O.S. You feel me?
Yeah. The intro is definitely one to keep going back to. But the Don Toliver one, you could see it's going to be probably that Billboard one they're going to try and push. Yeah. But I mean, you could see that they put a lot of money into promoting this album and the lead up of the album, getting the Lakeith Stanfield trailer that we talked about. And all
That's what I'm saying. That
if it gave the feeling that it was going to be a more cohesive,
like a story,
narrative-driven project,
a story.
Like I mean, and we expect that from TDE, who's had artists like Kendrick. Schoolboy Q has had a lot of good direction in his albums. Even Ab Soul is dropping soon for them.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit surprising that they chose to go this route, but maybe because she's their premier artist now. She's the big money maker. They're like, okay, we got to get something to appease to everybody.
How many more years does she have on that contract?
I don't know, but it's most likely a project amount contract. And I heard rumors that she said she's thinking of retiring. Or if not retiring, moving away and stepping away from music indefinitely. But I knew she was kind of capping because when I heard the album, I was like, I don't think you could really
go away
off an album like this and make us wait another 5 years. If you make us wait another 5 years, I don't think you sell 200,000. You know, so it's really up to her next move. But I don't see her slowing down because I feel like she knows within herself if she already talking about a deluxe that she never mentioned that. I don't think anybody really expected this album to get a deluxe. I think it's her trying to make up for the fact that it's got a lukewarm reception.
And bro, you know what's crazy? She released that she was gonna do a deluxe. She begged Top for the fucking to release a deluxe on her story the day after the album drops.
Oh my God!
You usually hear that a deluxe is coming weeks after. Say weeks after an album comes out. She wants the deluxe out. Like she's pressing for that.
Now, does that make you think back to why did Kendrick leave TDE? Does it make you kind of rethink maybe the relationship that they had over there at the label? You know,
that's a conversation to have.
If she steps away and decides to go independent later on in the future, I mean, I think the argument could be, hey, what is Punch doing behind the scenes to drive these artists away? Like publicly going on Instagram is like what you would expect out of like Lil Uzi. You know, since he signed his bad deal.
But that's the thing. She's always on her story talking about her anxiety and all this shit, and that's why music hasn't come out and all this shit. You feel me?
I mean, it's true. I don't doubt it. But that's not an excuse for putting up a project that is subpar. Maybe if the project was a smaller, more condensed amount of songs.
Yeah.
Like it may, I like 12 songs. She makes it a 12-song project, gets rid of a lot of the filler, because she definitely has a lot of filler songs on here. There's some songs that kind of just bleed right into each other, and you can't even distinguish which one's which.
I'm telling you, she's just trying to sing her heart back into the group, bro.
I mean, she could sing amazing. That's the thing. Her voice is never going to be a factor, because it's always
on top.
Her X factor. I mean, it's her X factor, but it's about it's about the lyrics. It's about the production.
Yeah, and the sound.
The feeling that the song evokes.
Yes.
Evokes.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a lot of that.
Bro, you were saying that you think that she's going to step away after this album?
No,
she
I don't
can't,
think so.
She can't step away?
I don't think
so. Because you were in the episode 1, you were saying how you think that she'll fucking drop some shit and then dip or some shit like that. That's what you were saying?
That's what I was thinking if she went along the lines of a cohesive project.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing this result after 5 years, it's like, you can't afford yourself another 5 years. You can't have as long a layoff and expect people to check back in.
Bro, my little cousin said that there was rumors that she's pregnant. She got a man's. Niggas know that she got a man's, right? But
you on the Insta, and that's why. It's the exclusive.
Yo, that was the Reddit. I was on the Reddit, and I seen that she a nigga gripping her ass. I was like, oh.
He's jealous?
A little bit.
Okay, I know. I knew. I had assumed.
But she fucking she's on SNL doing a performance, and she look a little thicker than normal.
I have seen some people say
she does look a little thicker than normal, so she might be pregnant. Who knows? She looking hella thick though.
That would be the Cardi B route, drop an album, make it go crazy, and then dip. But I don't know if this album is gonna go that crazy for SZA, to be honest with you.
And you said that they gonna throw her on tour too. So, and she's touring like a motherfucker.
She's touring right now.
I think she was before the album dropped.
And I don't think she doesn't tour off this album. I think you have to. Yeah. You can't just let it live like that. I don't think they were expecting 250. I mean, it's not projected 250, but I think it's gonna get down there. I mean, even being 275 is what, 15K off 250. That's not a lot of streams.
Yeah.
And that's all it's about. These projections are based on, okay, you got a big number the first day. Okay, if a certain amount of people drop off day by day is their algorithm.
Yeah.
But we've seen it before that it's gone down and it's gone up depending on how good the music is.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between now. Before, in the past, buying the CDs, you could tell how hype something was. Because everybody wanted to hear it first, right? Everybody wants to have the CD to have in their Walkman or their CD player.
This thing said Walkman?
In their iPod Nano, right? But it's different nowadays.
Before us.
I know, but it was true back then too,
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, the numbers fluctuate a lot, and it might not be as good for the artist's pocket, but it's good for us to be able to analyze who's hot and who's not, truly.
Yeah.
And how good the song is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not every album is going to be like a replay ability album, but that first week number does mean a lot. And it has meant a lot for years.
So I was saying 500. I think SZA is going to sell. Her numbers might still be up there. That's the thing. Her numbers might still be up there
I think
off
if
the
it's
strength.
250 is ridiculously well, and she did good, but
I'm
not
expecting
good enough
more.
to go away for 5 years.
I was expecting a little bit more. You feel me?
I know 500,000 is a lot. That's the Drake and 21 level.
Yeah.
So.
I think that her fan base could pull that easily, and she still might do numbers. But me, being the fan that I am, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I wasn't really feeling it like that.
Not a lot of playlist ability, you said?
Yeah, I added more.
Into your phone?
I added more songs from A Boogie than I did with SZA shit. That says something.
Had a great project too.
A Boogie shit was fire, but that says something.
Especially when A Boogie pushed the album back for Drake, but he didn't push the album back for SZA.
Exactly. That's saying something too. That's saying something too. He wasn't afraid of SZA. You feel me?
I think he's doing pretty well. We don't have the projections yet, just quite. But I think we can assume based on how many he's gotten a lot of cosigns. It's been marketed all over the place. People are getting good reviews.
200 plus or 130 plus for A Boogie is amazing. You feel me? That's amazing.
That would be a sign of a great project.
But my thing is SZA is the bigger artist. I added more tracks from A Boogie's a big artist. Don't even get me wrong. That nigga put the Bronx on. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But SZA is a bigger artist commercially.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even think you could argue that.
Yeah. But I wasn't really feeling it, bro.
If they're 100,000 off, 100,000 in sales off, it doesn't really. That isn't justify how big the difference in their stature is. I feel like, because SZA's, you would expect it to sell out arenas and stadiums all over the place. I don't think A Boogie's there, but
I think he could sell. He sells out stadiums.
I think he does. Oh, he's going to the Barclays actually.
He sells out stadiums.
The tour. But I mean, to the level of SZA, you would expect SZA to be, all over the place, just next level type shit.
And you know what other thing I want to bring up too? You know how a new album comes out and everybody's on their phone, they screenshot Apple Music, they screenshot fucking Spotify, and they post it, right? Yeah. SZA's album dropped, and I was the sole soldier posting that shit. I ain't really see too many girls post anything SZA related
or anything. I seen a lot more A Boogie posts. That's what I've been saying. A lot more A Boogie posts.
I heard my cousin say the same thing. Like, you saw more A Boogie than SZA. You feel me?
He was talking about the Latinas.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking dead. What Latinas?
I don't know. Ask him.
All right. I'm not gonna ask him. But it didn't flow. It didn't give me the storyline that the Lakeith, the Don Toliver song, the intro gave me, and a couple other shits. You feel me? It didn't give me that, bro. And my sis was saying, "Yo, give it some time." You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, when it's a hit out the ballpark. I don't need time.
First listen, you don't need to know.
I don't need time, and I gave it. I've been listening to it nonstop, back and front, fucking up and down. Down and up.
I listen to it in the car, I listen to it in the crib, I listen to it with headphones, I listen to it with speaker.
Big ass speakers in here, and
still feels the same.
It still feels the same, bro.
Still feels the same.
It's just wild, bro. Because I was expecting so much more, and like I said, a lot of people aren't gonna criticize the shit because they just happy that SZA gave them something.
I mean, I'm happy that she dropped too after 5 years.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was kind of soon, still a little bit.
Nah, nigga.
If you're gonna give us a project us a project like this, I think it's definitely kind of soon. You must have rushed yourself to put out something like this after 5 years.
Because it actually sounds like that album changed 6 times, and they got a couple hits off of it, and they was just chasing the sound.
It's time to put something out. You think that's what they felt like?
Yeah, because I told you the fans was going to start heating up if it didn't come out by the end of the year, and look what happened. The prophecy was fucking fulfilled, bro.
Snows in the east.
Snows in the east. Literally. I don't know. How you think she bounces back? You think that... Because she did carry the shit by herself type shit. She did carry it.
If the Deluxe has a bunch of hits on it,
a bunch of feature. I think she needs to give
a bunch of feature-led hits.
She needs to give us all the leak shits that's on YouTube.
She gives us the leaks and some hits.
It'll bounce back.
I think she goes away. Yeah, I think she goes away.
Goes away how?
If it stays as is, she goes away.
Meaning like she takes a hiatus.
Exactly, like she wants to, which is what I think she wants to do.
Yeah,
I think she wants to go away, but she doesn't want to go away leaving people with a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
So we got to see how she bounces back. Less filler. A little bit more clarity.
Why are you trying to sound like a white girl? That's my question.
Hits always smooths it over, though. You chart on Billboard, you get people to keep playing your song over and over. You get the TikTok, whatever. That shit'll blow up.
Yeah.
And I think that's what she wants to do. Maybe she gets the Deluxe out before the end of the week.
That would be kind of rushing it.
That would be rushing. But it's a way to ensure that first week number gets a huge boost. I feel like someone's done that recently. Not as big as SZA, but maybe like a smaller rapper to boost his numbers, dropping the leaks within the week. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
When have we gotten leaks from a rapper? When was the last time we got leaks like that?
I mean, we just got the nudie leaks.
True.
172 songs.
That's true. It did leak.
I saw Kid Cudi actually. He posted a song up on his DSPs on Spotify and Apple Music. He got into it with the fan. I remember on Twitter they were playing "Love," his song "Love."
Oh yeah,
that was a leak. That was a leak, and then he put it up on DSPs with like a re-release of the project. Oh, Drake did the care package shit too.
But didn't he didn't Cudi take off that shit off of SoundCloud or some shit?
Yeah, he took it off of SoundCloud to put it on Spotify.
Oh, I thought he violated it.
He's trying to make money now. See, motherfuckers can't listen to that shit no more. But I mean, Drake on the Dark Lane too. He had a bunch of leaks.
True.
That were on that album.
True.
But he kind of treated that as like a throwaway album, So, does SZA do the same for this? I don't think so. Not for a 23-track album after 5 years that was marketed a lot of money behind it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem
budget
like
was
something she
crazy.
could just brush off. You know, so she's got to be the one to make it up with the fans.
I don't know. It's a lot of mixed feelings. It did come out Friday, but if the people is saying they don't like it that much, look into it.
Yeah.
Don't have your eyes blinded by the light that SZA dropped, nigga. We gonna hold her accountable, and we as the fans have a voice in it. And I was unsatisfied. Keep it a buck with you. I was unsatisfied.
And
I think she could have did better, bro.
Last time we was talking about Meek.
Mm-hmm.
This time he had to talk about SZA, and that's just the way the game goes.
Unfortunately, and I love SZA, I really do, but we just got to keep it a buck with you.
It's true.
You feel me? And I'm sure that we're not gonna be the only ones saying that either. You feel me? Man, you have anything else to say about SZA? She just disappointed me, and like I said, the core fan base want to smash to this music. Babies are gonna be made off of this shit. You feel me? But
it didn't
give that, bro. It didn't give that, bro.
I don't think it's better than
Not all
her
of the
first
songs.
outing. I don't think it's better than her first outing, and don't take 5 years for the next one.
Word.
That's the last thing I gotta say about it, I think.
That shit was all over the place, dog.
Yeah.
All over the place. If every song flowed into the last one, flowed into a next smashing song, or her just talking her shit, talking that BBL, you feel me? That BBL.
Talking that BBL.
She talking that BBL talk, you feel
Talking
me?
Finsta talk.
That's what the fans want, and she did not give it to us. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not all the songs. If every song went along like that, it would have been fire. You feel me? You have anything else to say about SZA, bro?
I think I'm done with her. You want to move on to a brighter note?
A brighter note? You saying a brighter note?
Brighter note, or a better album.
True.
Metro Boomin and Heroes and Villains.
Yeah.
And again, I just want to put this off top again. Don Toliver. The last 2 weeks, he cleaned up his little mess that Atlantic made for him. Mm-hmm. I want to get that out the way real quick because we forgot to cover it last time. Mm-hmm. But Atlantic Records gets caught botting his plays on a new song that nobody was listening to. Same for Uzi song and other artists on the label.
I saw that, and I don't think that he even needs that. You feel me?
And I don't think he wanted that, to be honest with you. I don't think he was the one that was pushing for the label to buy his plays.
You sure about that?
I don't think so. I don't think his team would be like that. Yeah. I mean, again, he is signed to Travis Scott, and we see something similar happen with Sofago, where he flopped, and they kind of botted his numbers a little bit too to make it look better. Maybe it's an ongoing theme with that camp. I don't know.
They buying views from China.
Exactly. They said they were going on these motherfuckers' page, and they had suggested videos on the right from like Indonesia and shit like that. They just had the fucking view botting camps in fucking foreign countries on some crazy shit.
That's very big, bro.
So I think he was able to swipe it under the rug for himself by performing on these last two albums that he was featured on, because he was pretty prominently featured on the Metro Boomin album. He did good. He was a bright spot in that album for me, one of the many bright spots, but he was a standout in particular. Yeah. And again, with the song on the SZA album, which I think is probably going to be the biggest song off the record. Mm-hmm. So shouts out Don Toliver. You did a good job of cleaning up that mess. And you know, like
all
always,
his features been killing it.
The good music always cleans everything up. Mm-hmm. So no matter what happens with the artist, the good music will always shine through. Because
I felt like that. I forgot about that. That was even alleged.
Yeah, I mean, not even alleged. It was kind of pretty much proven.
That he was doing
it. Always
that.
wins. They never let anything fly by like that.
But I just feel like it was just swept under the rug. You feel me?
And these bright spots helped out. But yeah, the Metro Boomin album, which a lot of people are calling album of the year. At first,
I liked it a lot.
I wasn't really feeling it that much at first, but then I guess I had to listen to it in a different space and a whip all around, fucking with headphones in and all that shit. And no, I liked a lot of the songs more. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the Weeknd song. Hot take. I didn't like the Weeknd song. Maybe just because I liked the Mario version better, and that's all I could think about when I was listening to that record. But you know, the Weeknd's voice is crazy. It's probably better than Mario's, right? But I don't know. Sometimes we got to leave records like that untouched, I feel like. Especially if it's going to be a straight rip with the same exact beat. You know, it's not really adding too much. The 21 feature sounded kind of off on that song, too. You know, but, I mean, love that. Love pretty much the rest of the album. You said it reminded you of which album that was iconic for a lot of people?
Astroworld. That should remind me of Astroworld, bro. That shit gave me the same type of feeling that Astro World gave me back in the high school days.
I could see that. I could see that with the level of prominence that Travis Scott was on there, and artists that are kind of that similar sound, like Don Toliver, Future, Young Thug. One of my favorites was Metro Spider. That shit was fucking nuts.
I like.
That was nutty,
bro. I liked A$AP Rocky. Feel the Fire with Takeoff.
Oh, that shit was a great song. That's probably the best song on there.
I'll play that shit over and over again.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That was probably the best song on that record.
You feel me? But he had a lot of features on it. You feel me? Every song had a feature, of course. John Legend, Future. You already said Travis, Don, Thugger, Weeknd, Mustafa. I don't really know that artist that much. I heard that name though.
The feature was a little weird. The Gunna song on there, that was pretty tough as a bonus record. I think it was probably also another standout from the album.
I feel like there was no skips. That's why I feel like it was like Astroworld. There was
I had a couple that I didn't like too much that I would skip through.
True. I have some that I really don't go back to.
But it was pretty solid. I don't know. I mean, when comparing it now to the first album in this, because he's now calling this a trilogy. He's saying there's going to be another album. Maybe potentially that third album is the Metro Boomin A$AP Rocky influenced album. That's rumored to be coming out. That A$AP Rocky's been, talking about in the media now. He's promoting it.
That beat was fire, literally.
And he did his thing on it. And we were talking about this before too.
Fell the fire, not fail.
With the samples and the way that Metro Boomin chops up its beats, it seems like that's the type of album that he wants to make. He kind of wants to make like a trap influenced rap sample album, kind of maybe in the Kanye ilk. If we're being honest, it seems that way.
Because Rocky could rhyme on those beats, boy. He was killing it.
That would be. We were talking about Hit Boy and Nas in the last episode or 2 episodes ago. This could be like a new modern version of that duo right there, and that type of music that they could make.
Yeah.
Just, in terms of your legend and how much you progress and how much you succeed in music, that could be one of those albums that really brings them up. Potential. I mean, just off, the main artist and the producer, because there wasn't a beat on here that was boring.
Nah.
That's the thing with the Metro albums. His beats are always going to be fucking A1 and perfect.
And he did release it with the instrumentals on it, so you could hear the instrumentals by itself. Hard.
He brought Morgan Freeman again.
Morgan Freeman narrated it again, you feel me? And I liked Niagara Falls, too, a lot with Trav.
That was a good one. I was telling you, the whole time I was thinking about this while listening to the album. Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky. I said that they were clashing, not as much in
that's what I was like
sound clashing. I mean, like
they're trying to size each other up type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Size each other
I'm
up.
dropping, you dropping. We've had tension in the past. We both had Rihanna in the past. And let's see what happens.
For a little bit, Travis. Let's forgot
see,
that.
You know what I'm saying? For the one time, they're trying to get it ready. They're in full promo mode. I think Travis might drop next year. A$AP Rocky definitely dropping next year.
What time next year? Early next year, late next year, middle next
Travis
year?
Could be a summer. Travis could be a summer drop. Guaranteed and kill it.
When did Astro came out? When for us? I forgot. That was so long ago.
I feel like I remember it being a winter album, but if it was a summer one,
that's what I feel like. It was in the winter type shit. They dropped it.
No, Astro was August 3rd. Yeah, that's right.
Summer?
In the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott has done it before. He likes doing that. And his albums have a way of staying through a season and then going into the next one and last until the next year, So that's a little matchup that I'm excited to see. A$AP Rocky and Travis. I think Travis probably bodies him numbers wise. In terms of
about that?
I think so. I think even though Rocky's been away for a long time, so has Travis.
About that?
So is Travis. Astro World is 2018.
Rocky did say that Travis stole his flow. And his style.
They've had beef and tension for the longest. That's what I'm saying.
He did say that.
So I think their next albums, they're competing against not only what they put out in the past, but each other. And I think that'll add to them both making a better project. So we got to see. That's one beef to look out for in the future. Potentially. Also, I was seeing things actually about Metro Boomin and Future teaming up again to have a new album. I think Monster 2, maybe potentially Monster 2. But, that would be crazy. I like Future's collabs on this one. He had some good songs with Metro. They have good chemistry, obviously, of course.
I feel like for this project to me, it felt like I got features from people that I didn't really know that were going to be on the same song together, like a A$AP and Takeoff.
Yeah, that was a weird collab. Or The Weeknd and 21 Savage.
Yeah, I didn't know that was ever going to be possible, but hey, it's possible.
And Metro has a way of making those things. I think he had J Balvin on the last one with Kodak Black or something crazy like that, and those shits were tough. So, I mean, shout out to Metro. He does the producer albums really well.
Oh, and as you talk about J Balvin, I just want to get this off real quick. SZA and Rosalia.
Beefing?
I think they're tied for number one.
What do you mean tied for number one?
Tied for number one album on the charts right now.
I didn't know Rosalia dropped though.
I think Rosalia dropped a fucking album, dog.
Let's see. I mean, she has
real
been
quick
everywhere.
though.
Moto Mami?
Yeah, it's like tied with SZA right now.
No, that came out in March.
Oh, okay.
Maybe she has a single or something, but I haven't heard anything about that.
I know. I was scrolling on Instagram. It's probably in my phone somewhere.
Okay.
But back to Metro. I just like I like it. I like it way better than the SZA project.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a lot better, and you could tell he put his
different
heart and soul
music,
into that
but
shit.
comparing it tit for tat, I liked
Metro's project was better. I mean, different
better.
sounds, obviously, but in terms of even cohesion, it was more cohesive. So, I got to admit, it's a better put together album.
It felt like Astroworld, bro. And if you could have a feeling of Astroworld, classic.
Yeah. And I'm excited for what he does next. I don't think it's too far away, especially if he announced it as a trilogy already. I don't think it's too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing also. Within that album, on a Young Thug verse, he's talking about dropping his album soon. Which I don't know
when that was recorded.
When that was recorded.
Could have been.
But also, even if it was recorded old, and you mean a while ago, you would think they would cut that part out, no? If it wasn't part of the plan?
No, it doesn't matter, bro. I mean, a nigga drop a verse is a verse at the end of the day. A nigga could be talking that gun chat in the verse.
Not when you're facing a charge and on trial they're using these lyrics against you. That's
still
why,
gotta eat, my friend.
No,
still
but someone
gotta eat,
else also had a Young Thug feature that they had to take off their album.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
I forget who. It was one of the more recent drops that just happened within the last 2 weeks. Really? Maybe Metro probably gets the pass because he's Metro, and Young Thug is like, I got to because I'm gonna eat too crazy off this. But I feel like if he's talking about releasing an album, what are your thoughts about a possible Young Thug album from jail? Do you think it does well?
I think it does. I think it does all right.
Being locked up boost the album even more, or does it hurt him?
Only time will tell. But I could infer that it does. It's depending on how it sounds. Depending on how it sounds, it's solid. It's gonna do solid number. What is Young Thug's numbers on some?
I think the best he's ever done was with So Much Fun, and I think he did like maybe 150 something around there. So Much Fun first week.
Feel me?
131. Yeah, and that was his highest debut ever. I mean, before that, really, he was. I mean, people say that they love Young Thug now. But before So Much Fun, when he was dropping Jeffrey and In a Dress and doing all the Slime Season stuff, he was selling like 40,000. Less and less. And he was flopping. And his labels was passing him around. He had beef with Leor Cohen. But he kept so true to his sound and having cohesive projects where, you had people like Lil Keed, Gunna, Lil Baby come off a song that he originated that then in turn helped him grow. So, I don't know if a jail project is what he should go for, especially with the open case, but it could do more than 130 easy, I think, to be honest. I think probably sell 200.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a good
or even maybe like an I'm Back album, I guess. But does that mean maybe he thinks he's getting out soon, which I don't think anybody believes at this point.
Man, all you can do is wish the man the best, but if we do get a project while he's in jail, I mean,
that'd be legendary.
Fans are going to love it, you feel me?
Exactly.
They're going to appreciate it.
Legendary moment for himself.
As you say that, there was a lot of drops this week. This week was music filled. A lot of great music came out. A lot of good music came out. A Boogie dropped, and I loved that project a lot.
Covered it a little bit too. Covered the A Boogie.
You feel me? I love the fucking A Boogie's project.
What's your ranking between Metro, A Boogie, SZA?
For me personally, I would go for the what I'm gonna listen to more is gonna be the A Boogie because it's on the
at the top of the list
for all.
Just personal, like what's gonna be in your rotation mostly? As you think, what albums are you gonna put on shuffle as you go through your days?
Since I'm always listening to R&B, I'm gonna be listening to A Boogie and SZA more. But if I was to rank it, what's better? It'd probably be Metro shit first, then A Boogie, then SZA.
Damn.
But guess what? As we
I mean, they're all great projects, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You know who had a hand in all of those albums? The ones that I just named.
Who?
Josie, P Diddy's songwriter, R&B artist that I fuck with. She wrote songs on SZA's album, A Boogie's album,
and Metro
Boomin's album.
Shout out to Josie, man. She's fucking killing it out here.
That songwriting bag is different, baby. But with A Boogie shit, I added more songs than SZA shit, which is crazy to me.
Do you
feel
have any
me?
standouts from the A Boogie? Personally, I like the Tory one.
Yeah,
The one
of
with Tory,
course.
that's the one
That one
that went
dropped.
crazy for me.
That one dropped. That was a single before
I know,
the project.
but even the album coming back out, I just keep clicking on it. That's the one I always go to when I want to put the album on shuffle.
Bro, I go to Money Conversation, which was the intro.
Okay.
And then I go to Regular, and I think I have like 6 other tracks on it that I like that's added to the playlist that I fuck with.
The Drowning Part 2 song with Kodak, I thought it was alright. I was a little disappointed with that. I don't think you have any need to call it Drowning Part 2. I think it made the hype too big for the song to actually be what it was. It was good. I like seeing Kodak on projects.
Yeah, I mean, we always love seeing Kodak. We love Kodak, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it didn't make it to the R&B playlist.
No.
That's the only thing.
Chanelli was good too with Don Q. Love Don Q shit.
Yeah, I love that Don Q's on it, but
He always is.
It almost made it on the R&B playlist, but maybe I have to listen to it again, but let's see.
It's a little rough for the R&B playlist.
But I love seeing Don Q, A Boogie bringing Don Q with him everywhere. I love it. For years now.
Speaking about new music still, there's this one song that in my opinion was the best song of the week.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you don't want to go there yet?
Wait. No, because I just want to get this off before I forget.
A Boogie?
For A Boogie. He got Her to Curse on Player. I never heard Her curse. He got Her to Curse on that shit.
That was a good song.
That was crazy. All the songs, Her is fucking blurring out her curse words until now. That's big. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Rebrand.
I noticed her talking her shit, cursing on it. I love it.
Into the SZA lane, you never know.
I love it. What were you about to say though?
I was talking about songs, new song.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm going with this. Mr. Kanye West.
Okay.
Sensory Overload, Instagram song. Actually, I saw that he sent it to Alex Jones, and the debut of that song, it premiered on Alex Jones's website.
That's hard.
Which is like, this motherfucker is crazy. He's
hard.
fucking crazy.
That's hard.
It does add another level to the song, though.
That's hard.
I think the sample chopped up was insane. We saw together. We figured it out that he samples a similar song that Jay-Z used in Legacy on his 444 album.
Yeah, you figured that shit out. You knew that.
Pretty much the same exact sample, chopped up in almost a similar way.
What
Beat
song?
by No ID.
Yeah, it was Legacy, right?
Yeah, Legacy on 444.
Yep.
Beat by No ID. And I think No ID was also Kanye's kind of mentor. When it came to production, they worked very closely together. So maybe it was an homage to, hey, I like the way you did it, but I can flip it like this. You know? And we were having conversations about it being a raw song. It sounded kind of, at first I thought it was on mix, but then you guys brought to my attention that, you know, that's the way he wanted to come across. That's the way he wanted to portray kind of the rawness of the song, if that made sense.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
No, your cousin was talking about it.
I was like, no, because I mean,
and I think I agree. It makes a lot of sense.
He didn't post that on like a DSP. He posted that shit on Instagram, and they took it down too.
I mean, I was going back and forth to that Instagram refreshing. I wanted to know the song.
Bro, that shit was hard.
They have it on YouTube, I think, right now. But
yeah,
that's about the only place you can find it, I guess.
Yeah, until they take that shit down. But that, or maybe to me, you were saying that you just felt like he had to get that off that as quick as possible. He had to get that off.
Definitely. I mean, it was
spitting that shit. Yeah.
In my opinion, it was the best song out of all the songs that came out this Thursday. This Thursday at midnight, it was better than any other song.
Really?
I think so. I think it was better than any other song on the Metro album too.
Really?
I'd go as far as to say that.
All right. Do you think that's biased because it's some spitting shit?
Maybe that's my bias because I like that type of shit more. But
yes,
I feel like that takes a little bit more, a little bit more genius to it. You know what I mean? I think he sauced it up on there. And he has a way of, whenever he has his back against the wall, he's going to drop some fire shit. You already know. So, hey, maybe this means the project's coming soon. I wouldn't mind. Down to 3 or whatever the hell he has in his fucking mind.
If it sounds like that, he will be appealing to his core fans again.
Yeah, and that's what he needed to do forever.
Boom back.
That's what he needed to do forever.
Soul beats, nigga.
And I mean, like we were saying before about Metro, those were his best beats on the album were kind of chopped up in a similar way. Because those are the ones that resonate with the people. So yeah, shout out Ye with that sensory overload. I was thinking actually, because we were looking at I remember you sent me over the weekend. R. Kelly dropped I Admit Boosie album,
and I'm not gonna lie,
we're in dangerous territory right now.
I thought it sounded hard.
Yeah,
and let's keep it a buck. All the
music aside from the other stuff.
That nigga has hits. Number one. Number two, all the old niggas still bumping. And nobody's saying nothing.
You saw Boosie.
All the old niggas is still bumping the old R. Kelly hits. Ask if I'm capping. Ask somebody if I'm capping, nigga. That's a dead fact.
I don't think
they still play him like ain't nothing happening.
I don't think they would admit it on camera, in front of the camera.
Go to a party, R. Kelly bumping, and nobody ain't saying nothing. I witnessed that at all my people's parties. R. Kelly is bumping no matter what.
See what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. But his album that he dropped was on DSPs. It released on DSPs. He dropped it from jail. And it was on YouTube. It was everywhere.
I couldn't find it. I tried fucking looking it up, and I could not find it anywhere. Not even on YouTube.
At one point, it was only available on YouTube. But then they even took it down from there.
But isn't that like a dangerous thing where...
And that's where I was going with it. Yeah.
You brought that up where...
We saw it actually back in the day when XXXTentacion, may he rest in peace, was still alive. They were trying to get that motherfucker out of here. Because he had a domestic violence case against his girlfriend in Florida when he was younger, whatever. Yeah. And they were trying to get his songs off of Spotify. The CEO of Spotify was trying to advocate for censorship of these guys' music. And the people were like, get the fuck out of here, because XXXTentacion had such a fucking core fan base. And, they were like a restless, like, stan base. They're like a cult-like fan base, as we would say about Nicki, cult following. They drove him to be like, never mind, we're going to reverse that decision. But they could do R. Kelly, whatever. No one will bat an eye because everybody knows that whatever situation that he's in is fucking fucked up. But what about when Kanye wants to put sensory overload on an album and drop it on Spotify?
And that's a good thing that you bring up.
Are they gonna hell
take him off of that?
I mean, if they're taking rid of his bank account, I don't think it's that far.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe.
I don't think it's that far to say they're gonna let his music stay up on Spotify. Unless they're really worried about that bag. But nowadays,
but the labels,
these
remember,
motherfuckers is more focused on how they look to the public, allegedly, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
So. Oh, and they did drop him from the label.
They dropped him from the label. They dropped him from Adidas. They dropped him from his bank account.
All right, so if the artist has nowhere to go, not even to DSPs, where do they go? I think I seen La Russell is doing something where he sells I don't know if it's connected to the DSPs, but it sounds like people are finding a way to cut the DSPs out of it. Because remember, the DSPs are controlling how much a stream is worth. Yeah. I heard that the stream value went up, like it's $3,500 for $1.
Something like that. I think it's
3,500 streams for $1, some shit. But before it was like a 1,500 or something.
Yeah, 1,500 streams for one sale or something like that, right?
They upped it recently, so. Like I said, I feel like there's going to be a time where a nigga finds out how to break the code even with the DSPs, bro. That would be wild.
I think it's kind of needed because these places aren't regulated, really. They regulate themselves. They're in control of whatever the fuck happened. Yeah. So let public opinion sway one way that's not really the best way, which would censor creators and hamper how creators can express themselves and put out music. Yeah. I don't think that's a good space for the art of music. Or for any art in particular, really. And going back to what you were saying about your guy La Russell, you said, right?
La Russell. Yeah.
La Russell. Tory Lanez actually did something similar. He released like an NFT album that the only way you could access and the only way you could listen to it is if you bought this NFT.
Really? When?
That came with it a while back, and it's not like I mean, you could probably find rips of it online, and they still sell it on like whatever database they were, whatever. Yeah. But there's a way to him get direct money for these albums that you can only listen on this one thing,
Ye did it too with the Stem Player.
Stem Player was another example of that. He made a lot of money, and I think Stem dropped him too. Yeah,
but. Maybe as time goes on, we're gonna see where a nigga breaks the code, not even needing DSPs, not needing YouTube, not needing Apple Music, not needing Spotify. A nigga's its own platform that they made for the creators.
And it might even damn well be Kanye himself who does it because of how, his fan base is everybody. Yeah. Everybody has at least one Kanye song that they like and that they listen to. Yeah. So he has a way of getting the attention of the people. He has a way of making money and staying relevant in the media. Yeah. So, maybe he could be the one to form a new mold, but he's always more focused on himself and whatever he can do, But in him doing that, it does push what these streaming services will do because at the end of the day, it's going to affect their margin, and how much money they can make.
Yeah. Because if you take DSPs away from the labels, or that's money that they gonna be missing out.
Exactly. The labels and the DSPs, they work together.
Yeah.
And the ones that are always left out in the cold without no negotiation room is the fucking artists themselves. You know, so eventually they're gonna get sick of it, and I think Kanye kind of started maybe a domino effect that we'll see in the future, that more artists are gonna be like, hey, we want better representation, we want to make more money off the art that we're producing and making you guys rich, but we're not even seeing any of the rewards.
You know what's crazy? La Russell, he's an independent artist, and he made it to where you could purchase his album from $1 to like $1,000. Like you could pay for how much you want the art. You think the art costs, and that's very innovative because you could pay for the whole album. You could pay $1, or you could pay $2, whatever you have. Maybe you don't have it this month. You pay $1 or whatever, and then if you have it, or if you want to support him more, you would give him you pay a $150 for an album, or you know what I'm saying, and that's going directly to him because he's independent.
You'll probably get more benefits with him or something like that.
Yeah, that's very. I think he's working with a company, but last time I seen it, he posts like where he was talking about it, and I was just like, bro, I haven't seen anybody think of something like that, and that cuts out DSPs. You feel me? And I think it could just change the game. You feel me? For the artists. You feel me? But yeah, bro. You know, I want to get into some crazy shit that I seen. Sizzla, Kalonji, J.A. representative, artist, dancehall artist.
I think I sent that to you, right?
You sent it to me. He sent it to me on Instagram. I look, and I go to Sizzla's account, and there is 3 videos, like maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes a piece, where he's bunning off DJ Khaled, bro. I can't believe it, bro.
What was going on in that video?
Yo,
that was nuts,
bro. I go into the videos. I'm watching, and I'm just like, what did DJ Khaled do? Because Jamaica has a deep connection with DJ Khaled from back in the days. DJ Khaled used to be doing sound clashes and shit, and putting on for Jamaica. You feel me? And everybody in Jamaica embraced him. DJ Khaled, Bounty Killer, fucking anybody you could think of from JA. They were all featured on. Sizzla was featured on God did. Where all the yes. Cool. He was all the Jamaican all the Jamaican artists are featured on Khaled's art shit. Khaled goes to Jamaica all the time. We always bigging up Khaled. There was always a strong bond with love with Khaled and Jamaica, you feel me? But he fucking upset. He fucking upset. Just be careful with that shit. Yeah. Because that shit goes on. Fucking it's just wild that Sizzla is upset with Khaled, you feel me? Because I never would have thought that we would see that before, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I was watching the video and I was like,
I'm gonna like this shit over here.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And I was just like, bro, why? What did you do to piss off Sizzla, Bregin? Because the man was saying, yeah, man, broke up plaque. The man fucking took the plaques that DJ Khaled must have sent him and fucking stomped them, cut them out, and he cut out, respectfully, Ashad, you feel me? Assad, DJ Khaled's son.
I remember Assad.
Babies are innocent. That means that he's a respectable man for doing that. And he knew that people were gonna like, yo, how you gonna burn the baby?
Yeah, fuck that.
He cut out.
Nutty.
He cut out the baby. And then he put the baby on the wall because he's like, yo, we keeping that. Put that in my studio. Him said, right? But he also, like, I was trying to get to the bottom of what this man Khaled did, but the only thing that me hear is that Sizzla say, yo, my name too small, and then I hear another man saying, like, yo, for years we've been feeding DJ Khaled, aka that means like translation, feeding him, like that means giving him money, like getting bread with him type shit.
I mean, giving him that.
You feel me? And
validity.
Support.
That's what he's getting from them.
From Jamaica.
That's what he's getting from Sizzla and these Jamaican artists that he works with.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, what's going to happen to Drake in a couple of years?
We're going to see. But I feel like Sizzla, Khaled must have did something. Khaled must have stopped the money from coming in or just violated him on some other shit because to make a man bun up plaque, You have to violate the man extreme.
There's got to be something else behind the scenes.
You feel me? So as time we're gonna see, but that's just something that I thought was crazy. You said it to me, and I was like,
"What?" You know, that's always a big topic of debate, especially when you're putting together a producer album like DJ Khaled. What about those splits? Because DJ Khaled ain't making a lot of the beats either. He's not like a Metro who's gonna have his hand in that shit.
Bro, if money not run, us Yachty's will cut off the relationship. If the money's not running, we gonna cut off. And I mean,
SZA was a big part of these songs that he was involved in that get plaques, that make DJ Khaled money, that certify DJ Khaled as a big artist. And right now DJ Khaled he's in Africa somewhere. I don't know. He's somewhere religious. He's hiding.
You feel me? And he's not saying a thing. So we gonna see, but he has to rectify that with Jamaica. You feel me? Because if Sizzler run Jamaica, you feel me? So if he don't fuck with that, if fuck with you, nobody gonna fuck with you.
Yeah,
like that.
It's like a kind of heed my warning. Like, this motherfucker don't fuck with us for real.
So we gonna have to see what happens. You feel me? Brittany Griner is free. You feel me? America traded her for an arms dealer. Oh my God, something's coming. Who knows? Something's coming. She free. I'm happy she free. But something coming.
If you make this trade in Madden NFL 22 or 23, I guess now, they're gonna give you a D- grade for this motherfucking trade. You ain't get no cash considerations. You ain't get no first round picks.
Oh shit, bro.
Nothing.
They gave that nigga the merchant of death, aka the guns dealer.
And I seen they left like a Marine who was a spy or some shit back there too.
I heard that too. Damn, a man got left behind too off of that.
I seen some people saying, "Oh, why do you care? Why don't you support her? She's an American just like you." Blah 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 blah. Motherfucker, if I'm in there, they ain't gonna trade no motherfucking merchant of death for my ass to come back home. So you already know.
Yo, we gonna have to see. She had to trim her locks as a man with locks, right? She had to trim her locks when she went to jail. The Rastas used to have to do that in Jamaica back in the days. They used to trim Rasta for
that was violation
for going to jail and shit. But she coming back with no locks. I hope she grow it back again.
She looked pretty humble, bro. She looked pretty humble. I ain't gonna lie.
She happy that she gone, but that would have hurt me if I had to trim my locks, bro. I love my hair.
You was violent. I think they said they had to because if she would take showers or something, she'd fucking get hypothermia. Fucking Siberia, bro.
That's wild,
the
bro.
Fucking cold of Siberia.
That's wild. I don't give a fuck. I'll wash my hair and I'll make sure it's dry. But who knows? The cold temperatures or whatever. You feel me? It's wild. The Meg and Tory case is going on.
They're doing their jury hearing selection, something like that.
Yeah,
it's about that time.
And Tory looks very happy. Very happy. Like he got this beat.
Let's hope it's for a reason and not just cap.
He got his ankle monitor taken off the other day. I peeped that. You feel me?
Wish the best for Tory, but
we just got to see how it plays out.
See how it plays out.
This is
probably gonna be one of the biggest cases. Biggest
of our generation.
Low key. I mean, no. If it's televised, it could be. I mean, they made a big deal of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp shit because they were famous and shit.
But what about Cosby and what about R. Kelly? That was pretty big. We forgot about that.
Well, it'll be pretty big in terms of hip hop music. I guess you got Meg and Tory, biggest artists in the game. Some of the biggest ones. Tory just on that A Boogie album. Meg on She-Hulk, and
she released the album though.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah.
That was a minute ago, and it kind of flopped.
It did flop.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan confirms, because it's the perfect topic for us. Jackie Chan, what's up?
Rush Hour 4 on the way. That's almost the name of this podcast. Thank God. The Rush Hour 4 pod.
That would be wild. But you do look Asian though. It
is what it is.
You do look like
Jackie
a Chino.
Ass, so.
Chino Conche.
That's what it is.
So Rush Hour 4 is on the way. I think that movie's gonna do numbers, baby.
I seen Chris Tucker owes $10 million in back taxes.
They
doing Rush Hour 4. Hey. Translation, they doing Rush Hour 4.
But he's still eating off his comedy shows and shit. He was just with Will Smith and not Will Smith. He was with Christopher Rock.
Yeah, but they always leave that motherfucker in the back for some reason, bro. They always leave him as an afterthought. You gotta admit it, bro. They don't give this motherfucker as much love and attention as the other ones. But he's been in movies and been in roles that have been super duper iconic, just like them.
Yeah, he's a household name with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I would love to see Jackie Chan do another
they
one.
said they're gonna make a Gen Z Rush Hour 4. I don't want to see that shit, man.
I don't know about
Keep
that.
Keep it true to the material, bro.
I don't know.
That's what it's got to be.
It's a fact.
Do you think Lori Harvey's gonna be in Rush Hour 4?
Yo, that shit is wild, bro. Lori Harvey, that coochie got some bodies on it.
Michael B. Jordan alert.
New breaking news. She makes niggas sign NDAs, $1 million NDAs to protect the coochie, bro. Smart decision. Very smart.
That shit is worth more than Sophie's last album sold.
That's wild. That's fucking wild, bro. Worth more than some niggas' albums. That's wild.
Album budget. That's Saweetie's album budget right there.
Bro, that's fucking wild. You know what I have also been seeing a lot of? I've been seeing a lot of AI generated pics. Like everybody's putting their face into the.
Man,
I don't even know
trust
what.
that shit.
I don't trust that shit. I don't even like using the finger shit. But hey, I see a whole bunch of people putting their face into the AI shit, and they have them in all poses. Some of them shits is even having bitches naked and shit.
What?
Like generating naked pictures of them.
Like what you would look like naked?
Yeah.
Like just based off your face?
I think so. Unless they were taking naked pictures. I don't know. But it was crazy.
It's interesting.
But that's dangerous. I think it's a dangerous move, and these niggas is pushing this AI shit.
Is fucking. It's all over the fucking place, man. You see it in the cars, man. You seen it firsthand in the cars.
It's true.
So I mean, that's the way the world is going. So keep the gas powered vehicle in the back. Mm-hmm. Just keep it in the tuck.
But I think it's dangerous, bro. You putting your face into the phone again. Some niggas have the Face ID shit. Your face is already on the cloud.
I mean, shit. Everybody already has TikTok.
True.
So you know what I'm saying? There goes all your data already. So,
but I just don't like it. I never really liked AI generated shit like that. What the fuck I want to do that for?
It reminds me of like the NFT shit that was like stupid. The fucking pictures.
Bro, niggas is posting
$30,000.
the selfie pics with the AI generated selfie. I'm just like, bro, this took over from the filters. The bitch is gonna be using AI generated photos now.
I like the ones though that they like expand the album covers. That shit's cool. I like that.
It's how you use it, bro.
Yeah.
But I just see it. It could be very dangerous. You feel me? You know what's crazy? I heard that a student in China made like a suit that's like reflective, and you can't see it on the AI cameras and shit. And I'm just like, yo, if the streets get that, it's over. The streets get that shit is over, son.
That shit just reminds me of like the deep fake shit too.
What is that?
Like when they have like the people's faces talking, and their voices.
Oh yeah, like
but it's not actually them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Kendrick shit. Yeah, except with the voice too on some crazy.
Oh, Biggie's going into the VR
shit.
too. Biggie's going into the VR one of these days. That he's gonna perform. I'm trying to watch it.
Trying to watch it.
Well,
you tuned in?
Yeah, got the VR headset.
I mean, shit. I missed the Tupac hologram. I forgot about that shit. Mm-hmm. I remember that. They stopped doing that shit though. Shit was tacky as fuck. That's why.
But
that fucking tech never goes away though. You see that shit? They just reusing it for some other shit.
True, and that was years ago when they had the Tupac hologram and shit.
I didn't even know. I remember I was just looking into that VR shit. Fucking, I didn't realize Meta fucking bought out Oculus and all that shit. I didn't realize that because I was like,
Facebook owns it.
Yeah, I was amazed.
You had to make a Facebook account to
get in there
to use the Oculus. I had to do that shit. Yeah, you had to, and that was months ago, last year when I fucking bought the VR headset.
You see, that's what I don't like though.
Why?
I don't need them tracking what games I play.
Nigga, they was already doing it, son.
That's true, but again, like you saying, that shit could be used for evil. So you just gotta watch out with that shit, man. Because I was looking for like the Oculus Quest?
That's the one I have.
But now it's called the Meta Quest. So I kept up searching Oculus Quest and it just said Meta Quest. I'm like, no, I want the fucking Oculus one, but
they changed the name.
Stupid ass, yeah, they changed the name. It's over, branded.
They changed that shit after I got it though. Like a couple months after I got that shit.
So you had it when it was in the original just Oculus state. You could just play any game really. Like it was like a
but it was still.
I imagine it was like a DS, right?
It was
you could pick all the shits.
It was still connected to
Facebook.
Facebook when I got it, and I got it last year. So
damn,
you feel me? I think it was MetaQuest 2.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think $600. It was $600 for two of them. I think.
Oh, I'm thinking of Mikey. Mikey had that shit actually before I was on that shit.
Okay.
But I guess it was before it was Facebook. So now I gotta see how that shit works. That shit is crazy. I want one though. Those shits look nice. It was like fucking $600. Goddamn. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. But yo, Freezy, you know what's crazy? We went straight in and we didn't even say the intro, but this will be the outro.
Oh shit.
We didn't even say the intro. We didn't say the intro, bro. But you have any last words, bro? I think you solid today, bro.
Yeah, shit. We didn't even do the intro.
That's how you know we went in. That shit was wild. But
I'm down for the outro. Let's get it.
But this was the Built for Cuban Links podcast with your boy Yaya and my nigga
Freezy. And we back again and again and again and again and again.
Stay tuned. We out here, boys. You feel me?
Safety, y'all.
Shit. Yeah. Shit is crazy.